This is how we get down. I'm feeling good today. What's up, everybody? Welcome into your favorite morning show to get your day started. We call it Coaching Company, and we are live on Stadium and Bally Sports Live on Amazon Prime, DirecTV, YouTube TV. The list goes on and on. We are so proud to be on all of these platforms. Now, over the course of the next 60 minutes, you're going to have a hell of a lot of fun. You're going to learn. You're going to laugh. You're going to be educated. You're going to be entertained. We're talking NBA Showcase, college football, the rankings, and it's Wednesday. And here at this brand, we like people to get things off their chest. So we have our rants, and you do not want to miss those coming up in about 20 minutes. Now, at this brand, I believe in leading by example. And right now, I'm the hottest capper in America. And there is no disputing that. Once again, your boy, what is that? 2 check marks from the show yesterday and last night. I'll get to that in a second. So a 6-4 day, but 2-0 for your boy. And I just keep writing down winners in my book. So I would encourage you, if you're going to cash with the coach, I got 2 more big plays today. Now, if you want to have fun and you're hanging out at night and you have nothing else to do, well, last night, if you would have joined us for our premium pop-up, you would have paid for itself for the entire year last night. We were 5-1 in our live betting picks. It was sweat-free. We laughed a ton. We told a bunch of stories. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, we do 2 or 3 nights a week. Not tonight. We will be live Thursday, getting ready for Thursday Night Football. Scan that QR code. Become a premium member today. Also, we've got brand new merch drops this week. If you want to be a part of it and rep the brand, we encourage you to do so. And all Indiana fans out there, we have a very special merch drop just for you guys as well. So check out our merch store. We always drop the link into the chat as well. All right. I believe that's all the housekeeping that I can do. I love this crew on Wednesdays, but sometimes they're just kind of standing outside. They're waiting to be invited in, except for today. Very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again. 3 straight winning days. Let's make it 4. Let's beat the books. And whoa. Before anybody gets excited, Raphael, Big Tommy, are you guys good to be on the same show together? Are we?
Thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. All right. Brandon, you may not have realized we had a little tete-a-tete. It got a little ugly between my guys the other night, but they said they can put it to the side. You know, when these 2 get into it, I mean, you might even have a swear word. Maybe. Let's say good morning to
Twinkie on the floor.
Wow, what a stray. All right. You're on your own now, big dog. In fact, let's introduce our man from BetMGM tonight. He is the one and only Brandon. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, boys. Always excited to be here on a Wednesday, especially with my guys, Rafi, Tommy C, and every once in a while, even Mikey P.
Wow. And look at the poo-poo face. Let's go, catty corner right there. He says no. I mean, last night when you sweat out a UMass cover, then showing up the next morning is commendable. Big Mikey P. What's good, man?
No sweat, Coach. You know, me and UMass have something in common. Minutemen. And I'm here every minute of every day. Let's go. Let's have a day.
I swear I hope the missus doesn't come in right now because we would definitely ask her about that. All right, next. I'm telling you right now, he's becoming an absolute heartthrob. And his DMs are lighting up. And he is hitting picks. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one. Big Tommy C. Good morning, dog.
What's up, Coach? What's up, fellas? And what a world we live in, right, Coach? Monday Night Raw, one of the biggest shows ever. Fluffy Guy is in the first row. Shane McMahon is in the 15th row. Wow.
I couldn't believe it, Tommy. I couldn't believe it. Shane McMahon. I was almost angry.
Me too.
But maybe that's what he wanted to do. Maybe he didn't want to be backstage. I love Shane. You love Shane.
Yep.
Oh, to sit in the crowd
Yeah.
Interesting. By the way, we had Gabriel Iglesias on my radio show yesterday, Off the Ropes on Sirius XM. We'll have a little bit of that interview if you're watching on YouTube during our first break. And finally, he's our numbers guy for a reason. Say good morning to Rafael Esparza. Good morning, Rafael.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, family. I was actually watching the whole UMass game because I knew Mikey had UMass, so I was cheering for him because I wanted to get the big green check mark on you guys' pop-up show. So thank you, Mikey, for making me watch it.
It was a sweat. It was a sweat. There was a rain delay.
Yes.
They were up 7-0. Like the whole world was upside down for about 30 minutes. We didn't know what was going on. But the over did come in, I think 56. So that did come in. All right, gentlemen. 3 straight winning days. It's a modest streak. But you can't get to 5 before you get to 4. So I've got one simple question. Who wants the my guy? Brandon, best bet. Start us off. Go.
Yes, sir. Hey, let's do this. Let's go ahead and start off on the hard court. Let's go Bulls and Blazers, baby. I like the Bulls and Blazers over 243.5. The Bulls are scoring at an enormous clip right now, and so are the Portland Trail Blazers. 243.5 almost seems like a low number with these two teams and the way that they're both shooting. Then let's go to the ice. David Pasternak at over a half a goal versus the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. The best offensive player on the ice is David Pasternak. All you need him to do is score a goal against a really bad Anaheim team. And then let's go Philadelphia 76ers money line at plus 105 tonight. They've got a nice, juicy matchup there at plus 105. I forgot who they were playing.
Well, I'm about to remind you, big dog. I believe it's my turn to go next because I'm very conflicted with my emotions right now. Let's start with the good part of this because I believe, gentlemen, that right now me and Brandon have a little say it all with me.
Synergy.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting better. But you heard Brandon say the Bulls score a lot. They beat the Nuggets on a back-to-back. This team is on fire, so I love their team total tonight. Over 122.5. That will lead to the over. Last night, by the way, the Blazers and the Suns, 237 was the total last night. And the Suns don't play nearly as fast as the Bulls do. Now, here's where I have a little coach's challenge. And if I win tonight, I've been so right lately that I haven't given out any merch. So I feel like we need to give out a piece of merch. If my Raptors hit tonight and Brandon loses, which he will, then we will give out a piece of merch live tomorrow on the show and bring out the Wheel of Doom. Because, Brandon, the Raptors are on a winning streak. The Raptors are simply better. I'm taking the 2 points out of it. Money line all day, every day. How do you take the Sixers tonight?
Do theory, Coach. Do theory. The Sixers are due. Toronto's due for a loss.
Wait. So you're going up against the hottest capper in America with a do theory? Do you really think that's a smart thing to do? See what I did there? Do next level hosting right there. Oh, we will find out tonight. Now, after me and Brandon handle our business on the side, Mikey, go.
Let me start out also on the hardwood tonight, and I am taking the Cleveland Cavaliers in a great showdown against the Houston Rockets on the money line. Cleveland has won 7 of their last 3. Houston has won 7 of their last 10, and Houston has won 9 of their last 10. This game should be amazing. Donovan Mitchell back in the lineup. I really like Donovan Mitchell to carry this team over Kevin Durant and the Rockets, and then a pick I don't know that we'll ever have ever again. Give me the Charlotte Hornets minus 1.5. Why? Because they're taking on the lowly Indiana Pacers, who have 1 win on the season, and then a high-level, top-ranked matchup in college hoops, Alabama and Illinois. Give me the over at 183.5.
Whoa. You better hope the first half is great. Because 180, that's about as high of a total as you could possibly get. But Alabama, they play fast. Illinois, they're a welcome dance partner. All right, Mikey, great job. 3 plays there. Who also has 3 plays? Look at my props boy. Big Tommy C venturing out into the world. You're up, big dog.
Hey, Coach, after going 2-0 on Monday night, I'm
Whoa.
jumping on the Dallas game. I know the Knicks are their home records are like their away records like 0-4. So I'm jumping on my man Cooper Flag for over 15.5 points minus 126. At home, Cooper is scoring 16 plus points for home games. I got him for rebounds, over 5.5 rebounds, minus 107. Flag has grabbed 7 plus rebounds against Eastern Conference teams. And I'm taking my man Max Christie over 9.5 points, plus 102. At home, he's scoring 12 points in home games against Atlantic Division teams. How's that?
I said I wasn't going to cry.
Created
I
a
believe I
monster.
haven't done this in a while, but it is warranted right now. Everybody, you can do it with me. Do you want to do the work? I don't think so. Big Tommy with the Big Tommy fun facts. Let's go. My good. I'm writing shit down over here. I'm like, what are we doing? Who are you? Let's go. All right. Now I'm fired up. Raphael, bring it home, big dog. Bring it home.
I don't want to start my plays off with not mentioning someone's owes a piece of merch right here because someone had a challenge with someone on this panel last Wednesday with Texas in the Georgia game. But we'll get to that after I give out 2 free winners. Central Michigan, Kent State first quarter under 10.5 at minus 130. Kent State's last 3 games, all 3 of the first quarters have easily cashed to under at 10.5. Kent's last 2 games have both gone under the total. I just think we're going to see defense first. Second half will be most where the points will be scored, even though this total is moving upward. And then give me a little bit of synergy. Blazers team total over 120.5. The Bulls defense or Bulls offense will score tonight. There's no question about that. But their defense is lacking. Their defense lately has sucked. 129 points a game they're giving up in their last 4 or 6 games. I think we're going to see a lot of points. This total will probably land anywhere between 250 and 255, my numbers are saying.
I thought about playing both team totals too tonight. I'm absolutely going to bet them personally. There's no doubt about it. Love those picks. Real quick, we're going to move dog of the day to the Bees because we got to handle some business. I got to give a shout out to my man Big Cheesy. I know it's rare, but last night he gave us Pepperdine live on the show, right? And if you're a premium, Pepperdine won by 11. I cashed that ticket. Thank you, Big Cheesy. But Big Tommy, he's against you right now because he says New York guards the shooting forward or the power forward very, very well. Be very careful with the Flag pick tonight. That's what Big Cheesy says. Any message for him, Tommy?
Yeah, the Knicks are 0-4 on the road. Enough said.
Wow. Wow. That is some high-level trash talk right there. Here,
There you
0-4
go.
on the road. Now, Raphael, who has not paid up on – is it me? Do I owe a
Nope.
piece of merch?
Brandon does.
Oh, Brandon. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We've got a very special Wheel of Doom for this show. If you want to be on it, all you got to do is type Brandon into the chat. We will add them. You'll see a little ticker at the bottom of the screen. And at the end of the show, one lucky person, and Brandon will Venmo me the cost of the shirt because you're not getting off scot-free, big dog. I'm not letting you do that. And so they're going to say thank you to you, Brandon, not to me. Is that fair?
Yeah, no, and it's fine. And I see Kevin Wall's already in there putting my name in chat. Everybody needs to put my name in the chat. Everybody loves yelling my name.
Okay. So everybody put Brandon's name into the chat. All right. And at the end of the show, we're going to the Wheel of Doom. And here it's different than on Coach and Bro. But whoever wins will put up an email. You have to email us. I don't want to get a tweet in a week and have going, Coach, somebody told me I won. No, this is if you watch live. We reward people who watch live. Don't at me and say, oh, somebody told. No, you got to do it live. You got to email us. That's the way it works. Ask Walsey. All right, just getting started, gentlemen. What a great day. I feel a vibe today. No poo-poo face, Mikey. Now, still to come on the other side. It is Rant Wednesday. Also, college football rankings are out. We'll discuss those. Also, it is Wednesday. We go back to school, and we also have our NBA showcase tonight. Every night, a nationally televised game, and I absolutely love it. Just getting started. It's Coach and Company, Stadium, Bally Sports Live. last night I saw one of the pictures you posted, and Cena in the ring pointed down at you. You were in the front row, pointed back at him. I know how big of a fan you are. It had to be so cool to be a part of his last night at MSG.
Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, no, I've had the privilege of watching John wrestle so many times, whether it was the 2 times against The Rock or the time he lost against The Miz. You know, it's just you had to take the good with the bad. So I was part of some of those wins and losses that makes John John. And I've had the pleasure of doing a movie with John, which is another reason why, you know, we have a little history.
What is it about you that you think connects you with the WWE audience and the fact that you love to be in front of that audience so much?
Oh, the energy, man. It's very similar, with exception to the bumps, of course. It's like it's the excitement, the story, the the emotion, the back and forth that draws me to it and inspires me to do what I do on stage. You know, because if you come and see my show, man, you're looking around and you're like, this feels very much like wrestling because of the big show and the music and the lights and of course the merch. Can't forget about the merch.
Oh, he is so good. He literally joined the show yesterday, guys. After flying New York to LA, no sleep. I reached out and he said, yes, that's the kind of person that he is. By the way, I think the cat is out of the bag, but I will be, gentlemen, the master of ceremonies when our guy Fluffy gets his star on the Walk of Fame this coming March.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's an incredible honor. Thank you. I'll take a Raphael clap. Thank you. But we're going to be posting a lot of that interview. So if you guys missed it, but he said it was incredible, Tommy. You've been to the Garden a million times. And he was like, man, the energy was electric, he said last night.
Yeah, you could tell from the open of the show. I mean, we worked in many TV tapings, live shows at Madison Square Garden. There's nothing like the Garden. I don't care what arena you're talking about. It's the world's greatest arena. The atmosphere was crazy there. And me and you had an opportunity to work backstage, ringside, everything.
Yep. And by the way, Dolph Ziggler, who was the mystery opponent on Monday night, he is my co-host on Wednesdays. So we'll get to ask him about that experience today. Check us out at 2 o'clock Eastern time. We're back live in 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I am the coach. This is Coaching Company on Stadium, Valley Sports Live, also YouTube and socials. By the way, we will be preempted all of next week. It is fight week on Stadium, but we will still do a show every single day on YouTube and on social media. Now, our dog of the day. I need to see all of my guys real quick before we get to our rants, because we got to throw it out there. We love to do this, and I had to call an audible. 3 choices. We'll make them quick. Let's just piggyback Mikey, Tommy, Raphael, and Brandon. Mikey, here are our choices. If you had to pick a dog of the day, where would you go?
Kent State. I mean, Kent State. You got to go with Kent State. I know a man who woke up the Golden Flashes. I know a man, Mark Carney, listened to the coach. Let's go, Kent State. Defeat Central Michigan, baby.
Our very first winner. Sorry, Tommy. Our very first winner on What Are We Doing? We'll have our second one out later this week. Sorry, Tommy. Where would you go here?
I'm going with the Mavericks. The Knicks' road record is terrible, 0-4. A great opportunity for them to win tonight. Give me the Mavericks.
Raphael?
I like I was thinking Arizona. I'll take the Wildcats in college basketball. I just think the number is a little bit too high for them. I thought it should have been closer to a pick'em game.
And just to show Mikey P how much I love him, let's go Kent State, baby. Let's go Kent State.
I love everybody's getting along. I love it. Until now. Because on Wednesdays, it's not always peaches and cream. It's not always the rainbow, because we got to get things off our chest. So, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of our great fallen friend who died way too soon, as Howie Schwab used to say every day, yes, every single day, any day can be an F day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first F day. Welcome to the first F day. Pardon me.
Why does producer man always cut that off? I don't know. We want to stay on the air. One thing. All right. Now, these are rants. If you're brand new to this show, this is the time of the week where my guys can rant on anything. as long as it kind of stays on the highway. All right. So last week, we were all waiting with bated breath for the Major League Baseball awards to come out. I know that I was. But there was a travesty of justice that a lot of you may have overlooked. So, Brandon, I come over to you and ask you one very simple question. What are you ranting on today?
The nerds in the BBWAA who decided that Cade Horton did not deserve to win the Rookie of the Year. And we're going to sit here, and I have Coach pre-show going, do you really think people know who Cade Horton is? Well, you know what? Bleep them kids, because they're going to learn today. You've got Cade Horton, who was supposed to be a 4 or a 5 in a Cubs rotation, who ended up being a number 1 in his rookie season with a 2.67 ERA and 11-4 record, and led a team to a playoff berth against a Drake Baldwin, who had a nice season for a catcher with 19 home runs and batted .270 for a losing team. And you're going to tell me that he should be the Rookie of the Year over a guy who became a number 1 in a rotation with a 2.67 ERA? His ERA was almost as good as the guys who were winning the Cy Young this year. What are we doing, BBWAA? You guys have been clowns ever since the Hall of Fame joke where you don't let the greatest player of all time and Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame. And now this just proves that you guys really don't understand the game that you write about.
What was the initials for that again? I lost track on what is it?
BBWAA.
BBWAA. Maybe that's the first problem. They need to get a better name than ACW Delco. All right.
Bunch of nerds.
Great start right there. Sort of. All right. Now up next, we go from baseball to New York. And Tommy, at the break, we were talking about Madison Square Garden, the last night of Cena in New York. And there was one celebrity that decided to participate. And, well, let's just say on social media, not getting the respect or the response I think that he thought that he would. Big Tommy C, what are you ranting on today?
You know, Coach, it's Cam Scatterboo. It's WFAN. All day yesterday, they ripped Cam Scatterboo, and how can he be there? He's got 9 screws in his leg. He's going to get hurt. He's standing outside the arena, outside the ring, folks. Give me a break. And the boys that went over there to work with him would never hurt him. And by the way, Abdul Carter was there, who there's nothing wrong with him at all. But he got killed on WFAN. The Giants are paying him. He's going to get hurt. The only way he's going to get hurt if he goes in a ring and does a drop kick. Give me a break. With everything going on here in New York, like free agency, Giants getting a head coach, what's going on with the Jets? Are the Mets going to sign Alonso? And you're talking about Cam Scatterboo at Monday Night Raw? You got to do better than that, WFAN.
I feel like they need a big Tommy C rant on FAN because Cam Scatterboo, he's standing on business. He did not back down.
Nope.
He was like, hey, if you don't like it, unfollow me. I've got to do something that is fun to take my mind off the rehab. Nothing wrong with that. I will say that I was a little surprised at the physicality with that whole group on the outside of the barrier, because that's inviting fans to say, you know what? They did it.
Yep.
They're celebrities. It was part of the show.
That's right.
But Cam not backing down at all. All right, Raphael, we're going to get to college football coming up in about 10 or 12 minutes. But it seems like there's a portion of the fan base out there, they just can't be happy either way. So I ask you, what are you ranting on today?
Yeah, I was excited to watch the college football playoff rankings yesterday, but I'm tired of bashing the non-college football Power 5 teams. Give me a break. How come in college basketball we praise the Cinderella teams? We want the Cinderella teams to upset these guys. But when it comes to Tulane, North Texas, James Madison, when it comes to college football, they should have their own tournament. They should not be in the college football playoff. Why can't we cheer for the upsets? Remember, Boise State beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl 43-42. And a couple of years ago, Tulane beat USC in the Cotton Bowl. That was against a Heisman Trophy Caleb Williams USC team. Let these kids have their chances. Yes, we'll probably get blown away, but let these kids have their chances. We could see an upset in the college football playoffs.
A very positive take, so I will take it. How dare you disparage the name of the future Super Bowl winning quarterback with the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, up there. Mikey's like, what is he, catching a stray?
No.
Catching a stray? No strays. Okay, fair enough. All right, we got to turn our attention now to the NFL. And Mikey, I'm going to come and let you go first. I ask you a very simple question. What are you ranting on today?
Coach, I'm so sick of a lame excuse in the NFL that the NFL has a quarterback development problem. No, they do not. The NFL has a front office problem. You can't have a car with just tires. You can't drive a car with tires with just keys. Everything needs to make sense. You got to have an engine, gas, tires, keys, all of that. So when you draft a quarterback in the first or second round, and then you fire a head coach, or maybe you fire the general manager, and nothing lines up in order, that's called doing bad business in the NFL. That's why your teams stink. I got 6 teams for you, Coach, who are following that exact model. The Browns, the Saints, the Jets, the Giants. I forgot the other 2. I am so sick of these teams going, well, it's just, the quarterbacks can't develop in the NFL. No, every team will draft a quarterback and then fire the coach and go, we don't know why this kid can't figure it out at the next level because your front office doesn't have a plan.
Doesn't have a plan. Until you're smacked in the face or until you're spat in the face. See how I take your rant and I go right into mine? See how that feels right there? Next level hosting. Because I am so sick and tired of these players. And even the all-pros are not immune from this nonsense. Jamar Chase, who I absolutely love. This guy's one of the greats of all time. A future Hall of Famer. And he stood there and looked into the camera. Said, I didn't spit on anybody. Did you want to look at the video? Oh, no, you didn't? I didn't spit on anybody. I don't know what he's talking about. Jalen Ramsey always gets the butt end of the bat. Nobody ever believes him. He got tossed out of that game for throwing a punch because he got spat on. Clearly. Week number 1, you had an Eagles player that got tossed before the game started for spitting in somebody's face. He said, I don't know what happened. It just kind of came out of my mouth. Stop with the spitting. It's nonsense. And then denying that you do it when there's video every single time. Now get over 7.5 this week. We'll all be all good. Now, gentlemen, quickly. We only have a couple minutes left in this segment. Hashtag Brandon. I need you guys to, you see the little thing at the bottom there? Brandon is very generous today. He is giving away a piece of merch, but hashtag Brandon in the chat will get you into that. So hashtag Brandon. We got to add that. I just do what producer man tells me to do. Real quick, guys. Last night, the college football rankings came out. Ole Miss is in line for a playoff spot. But Mikey, I don't know if I love Lane Kiffin or if I don't love Lane Kiffin. He doesn't run from anything. But his family has been in Baton Rouge. His family has been in Gainesville, but not him. And he's like, I love Ole Miss. He said on Pat McAfee that it is untrue that Ole Miss has given him an ultimatum that he has to give them an answer by Friday. Do you believe him?
All I know, Coach, is people are watching Coach and Company because you mentioned sending his family down to these other schools and looking at these locations rather than him going. And that's exactly what happened. No, I wasn't talking to her on the side. I was just having my friend do it for me. Great job, Lane Kiffin. You can't hide from anything.
Big Tommy, do you believe him?
No, because I think he's going to come to Jersey, Coach. He's going to coach Jackson Dart. That's what I want.
No, he is not.
Louisiana. He's going to Jersey where the Sopranos are, and he's going to coach the New York Football Giants. That's what
into oblivion. That's what you want. That's not what you're going to get. Brandon, 15 seconds.
I actually agree with Tommy C.
What?
I think Lane Kiffin's going to the Giants.
Why would he do that? Why would he do? He's already tried the NFL. He doesn't work in the NFL. Oh my goodness.
Money.
Oh my money. He makes $10 million already, 12 with bonuses. You know what? We got to put a pin in it, take it to the other side. Big Tommy, we're gonna drop you off because anything more than 30 minutes, I know you get a little bit tired. We will see you next time, but we're only halfway done. On the other side, we're talking college football. We have sound off, 3.5 minutes of the best sound of the week. Love this show. Coach and Company Stadium, Valley Sports Live. All right, you degenerate. Oh, don't start with me today. All right. We continue on here on our YouTube channel. And Deion Sanders, boys, says, hey, I just need a little bit more time in Colorado. I'm the right guy, but yeah, we suck, but I need a little more time. Brandon, he just got a new deal last year, making north of $10 million a year. They don't want to hear that.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, he's in his second year in Colorado, and he's already had 2 players' numbers retired. So I got to believe that the guy might be the guy, and maybe he just needs a little bit more time, even though I don't believe that one bit.
Mikey, what about you?
I don't know what in the world is going on with the Sanders family. Does Shador need a little bit more time as well? I mean, does security need a little bit more time to protect Shador's home? I don't know what is going on with Deion Sanders and his son. I guess if you say you're the guy, I guess you're the guy. I mean, I don't know how to argue with primetime.
Over $200,000 worth of stuff stolen out of Shedeur Sanders' home, as he was like, his completion percentage, Raphael, is actually less. Oh, sorry, I just got a text. Oh, don't talk about him. Okay, we're not supposed to talk about Shedeur Sanders. Raphael, your take.
I'm going to agree with Deion. He's missed a lot of practice and other because of his health, not because of the play that was on the field. His health has not been really good this year. So I think they give him one more year and he stays one more year.
Of course they're going to give him one more year. Coach Phil, our Coach Phil, coached at Colorado. They had no money for NIL. They had nothing, and that's why they gave Deion the new deal, because he brought in so much new money to the college. He did that. So he's going to say, listen, I was responsible for $300 million. I'm responsible for all these celebrities showing up. I'm responsible for all of this. You want to get rid of that? I would say right now the bloom's off the rose a little bit, though, because nobody's going to Colorado anymore. Nobody's taking their morning show to Colorado anymore. So we'll have to wait and see. Gentlemen, it's time to talk a little college football, and I cannot wait. All right, we're back live on national TV. 5 seconds. All right, welcome back. We are live on Stadium Valley Sports Live. If you're watching us live in the East, it's 10:32. Out here in the West, it is 7:32. And I do want to mention that today we have a very, very special live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time BTT conversation. You guys love the Karrion Kross one. Now we're going to do another one, and it is really, really a cool story. It's called Supercar Saints. It's about a young man who has a brain disorder. And he has inspired privileged supercar owners to kind of address their space with kindness and compassion. And it also involves a meeting with one John Cena. We'll have the director. This thing is up for an Academy Award. It's an incredible story. We have them live coming up at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, it's time to look ahead to the week in college football. Let's go back to school.
The ruling on the floor, since we have no idea who knocked the ball out of bounds, is the jump ball center circle, any two.
We are nasty boys. That's what we are.
Freaking Mitch Robinson! Oh my God! He freaking offensive rebound. Way to go, Mitch!
How about Bronny James starting in the NBA and LeBron's assigned to the G League? That's awesome.
Go ahead and take a look right here. Hey, that helmet, give it. Hey, take your helmet off. Give it to me. Give it to me. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
There's potentially some people shirtless in this stadium about to go absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. They're about to go bananas. Because the Big Panthers are all the way back as an ACC championship contender. They got Aaron Donald, How could you not pick the Pitt Panthers? Because I'm from West Virginia, baby. Let's go Mountaineers. Yeah, right, Aaron Donald. Notre Dame beats Pitt today. And that is just a
Doc, you guys are 8-6 on the year.
Doc, that's my name?
Tonight.
Oh, okay.
All right. Tonight.
All right, I'll give you that.
5-5 over your last 10.
Yeah.
What are some ways that you guys can clean up or maybe improve on tonight to get a win versus the Cavs?
We got to rebound better, we got to foul less, and we got to get to the paint more.
Have you watched on the bench, and are you excited about me tonight, kind of hovering around your huddles?
You've hovered around me my whole life, so this part will be easy, right? I'm hoping. Don't say anything that you shouldn't say.
And last but not least, most importantly, why couldn't you have gotten me a mid-level contract this summer? And before you finish, I want you to think about the possibilities here. Summer houses in the Hamptons.
Oh, wow.
Ski lodges in Aspen.
No ski.
This could have been ours. Yeah. Actually, I don't even want you to answer. How dare you? Back to you, Maria.
Really? I know you just didn't check my money. I'll take a raw. Oh, hell. It's all good. All right. No problem. It's all good. I don't want no problems. Check my money or my restaurant. Things that make you go,
Clarified during the break, the unsportsmanlike penalty is on the bench on Sean Payton, who collides with Derek Bowers, the down judge, and Gene Steratore. That is such a bizarre scene. As this play had so many parts to it.
And, oh, what's that, Kenny? Come on, I know you know it.
Taking one out of your playbook.
DQ likes it. Man, DQ hit him about 6-7 times there, Kenny. What do you think?
You're not giving up.
I'm not. Debo did it. I had to come back with it.
That's 2 weeks.
Jonathan Vilma, let it go. Let it go. For the love of God. Oh, my. He made like 8, 6, 7 references. Oh, God, drives me insane. All right, gentlemen. I love that little lead in to back to school. A little bonus for you. Love sound off. Well done, Mikey Pete. Well done. All right. This is whenever you have a really big week like last week in college football, normally just by happenstance, the next week can be a little bit light on really big-time matchups. But it doesn't mean there's not important matchups this week. And we're going to start in the Big Ten, because if you would have told me 5 weeks ago that USC would still have an opportunity to be a playoff team, I said, man, you're crazy. Maybe crazy like a fox. Because this weekend, a huge game in Oregon. USC and Oregon, you see the numbers. Mikey, I'm going to start with you. Oregon favored by 9.5. That seems a lot in such a pivotal matchup.
It does seem like a lot, especially with how these teams have kind of been up and down throughout the entire season. But, Coach, I'm riding with the Ducks. Quack, quack. I like them to cover. I like the over to hit in this one as well.
Wow. Brandon, let me come down to you.
Yeah, look, USC's both of USC's losses, I should say, on the road against top 25 opponents, and here they go again on the road against a top 25 opponent. I think Oregon's offense is just too much. I don't think USC can keep up.
It's such a fast track. Raphael, where are these teams kind of sitting? Any numbers that kind of stick out to you as you were doing your handicapping?
Yeah, 2 books moved us to 10 already. So I don't know if the trend's going to happen where we see more 10s coming up in the next couple of days. I think we see a lot of points. I want to say Oregon just because they won 3 straight and 5 of their last 6 meetings against USC. But don't forget, Indiana went to Eugene and beat the Ducks. I think it's way too many points. If I can get 10, 10.5, I'm taking USC.
It does seem like that magical number of 10 if we can get it over that. But, man, Indiana scored 30 on this team.
Yep.
Beat them by 10, to your point. Man, I got to see how this moves over the course of the next couple of days, and we'll see where it's at when we do our Saturday morning on demand, posted 10 a.m. or before. Now, let's go to the SEC, because I remember coming out of this mouth a few weeks ago, Oklahoma, they've got no shot. Their schedule is way too tough unless they're way too good, which, guys, they have proven to be. They have had some big-time wins, home and away. Tennessee, gigantic. But last week, it was Alabama in Tuscaloosa. That vaulted them in. If they win out, they're going to be a playoff team. So here comes Missouri. 7 and the hook, Mikey P. Your take.
Give me the Boomer Sooner all day long. I mean, this Oklahoma defense is real. Missouri was a fun school at first throughout the beginning of this football season. They have fallen flat. Oklahoma's now getting better and better as the weeks progress. I like Oklahoma to cover. I don't know about hitting that over in this 42.5 because I think Oklahoma's defense is one of the best in the country. So let's go Sooners on this one.
I agree with that. I'll probably spend the 30 cents, to be honest, and buy it down to 6.5. Brandon, where are you headed on this one?
Yeah, I completely agree with Mikey P on this one. Oklahoma's defense is phenomenal, and Mizzou did start out great, but they have fallen flat. And I don't think that Mizzou can keep up with this team offensively either. John Mateer has really started to turn the season around. The only thing you have to worry about in this game, if you're going to play Oklahoma minus the points, is the letdown effect after that big win versus Alabama last week. You've got to hope that they don't have a letdown this week, but I don't expect to see that.
But every time that we worry about that, they bounce back. And so that's why I'm believing now in this team, Brandon. But it's a great warning. But when they've lost to Texas, they bounce right back. When they lost to Ole Miss, they bounce back with 2 away wins over Tennessee and Alabama. They have shown resiliency. Raphael, numbers-wise, where are we at on this one?
Grab the 7.5. We'll see 8, probably 8.5, because I think the betting public is looking at Oklahoma. And the spread and this total tells you Missouri, no quarterback. They played 3 quarterbacks the past 3 games. And this OU defense, I think it's OU, no letdown effect because of Missouri quarterback issues.
The game script should be OU jumps out to a lead. And when you're on your third quarterback, who is on basically the practice squad, in Norman, down 10, not a place I want to be. Not a place I want to be. All right, our third and final game. And the ACC has kind of become like the forgotten conference because nobody is very good. We thought that Miami was going to be the squad. Then they blow it a couple of times. So this game this week has a lot of playoff implications. I'm talking about Pitt and Georgia Tech. Mikey, your take on this one?
I love Georgia Tech in this spot. And by the way, if you're the coach of the Pittsburgh Panthers, because I can't let it go, coach, you said last week's game against Notre Dame didn't matter. So go prove it. Show me what you think you can do against a Georgia Tech team that has been one of the most electric offenses in the country, been one of the most fun teams to watch. I think Georgia Tech wins outright. I think we hit the over in this game. I think Pitt players should be checked out because of their head coach as well.
Brandon, what about you?
Yeah. Look, Pat Narduzzi last week saying he didn't care if his team lost by 100, and then Notre Dame went out and ran all over him. This Georgia Tech team heard that statement, and they heard that Notre Dame didn't matter because they were looking ahead to them. Georgia Tech is going to win this game by 100. I like Georgia Tech by a lot. Give me Georgia Tech, and I'm going to walk that all the way up to -10.
What?
Yeah.
-10. Now, they did get ran by Notre Dame. Boy, -10 is probably what, plus 200 or 300? I would guess.
Plus 320.
Plus 320. I guess I know my stuff, but let me go to my numbers guy for validation. Raphael, -10 with Georgia Tech?
There's no way this number is going to be 2.5 in the next couple of days. This will be 3.5, probably close around 4. And Georgia Tech might go back to the old days and run the triple option because they saw how easily running against Pitt's defense was a breeze. I like Georgia Tech big here. I'm not sold on the total because I think it'll be a blowout game and the fourth quarter could kill the total, but I think Georgia Tech wins easily.
Man, you really have to when you're looking at a total, because I realized this last week with Notre Dame. Notre Dame had to win by a lot, but once they got out by 30, they just took the air right out of the ball, and you're like, oh, it drives you insane. So you hope it's more competitive and that Pitt can score to keep it up if you like the total. We don't. I don't. By the way, shout out to my man in the chat, JG. He says, you guys and the Why Lose crew, don't know who they are the best handicappers on earth. Thank you, JG. We appreciate that. Clearly, my reputation has gotten out as I am red hot right now. So, boys, you're welcome. You're welcome. Is that an eye roll, Mikey P?
Was
that an eye roll?
Is your shoulder okay? I just want to make sure your shoulder's okay.
Little dislocated, but I'll be fine. All right, still to come on the other side. It's time for the NBA Showcase. The NBA has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, and we've cashed a lot of tickets. We're going to do it again tonight. So let's get to it. It is Coach and Company Stadium, Bally Sports Live. All right, you degenerates watching on our YouTube channel, we continue on. And gentlemen, I hate to call myself out when I'm right, but I am on a roll because I said this last week. Remember, let me see my guys. Remember last week when I said I was pissed that Donovan Mitchell decided to go to Kentucky and Louisville when they played in Miami the next night, and then he set out with Evan Mobley the next night, but he could certainly sit in the front row. Well, guess what happened, boys? They have been fined $100,000 for violating the rest policy. Mikey, even the NBA is watching the show.
It's about time, but the NBA brought this upon themselves. I mean, if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, I don't know how you could be so senseless to be like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then go ahead. You take the day off. We'll call you when we need you. This isn't Dennis Rodman in the 90s saying, hey, I just need to get a little something out, right? This is what the NBA invited with load management, and they didn't crack down on it when it first started, and now we're seeing the kind of not benefits that they're going through because of it.
Brandon, this is literally Donovan Mitchell looking at the NBA and just, we said spat in the face. This is spitting in the face. You have to be in the NBA town the night before. It's a rule. It's a rule. I don't care if you have private jets or not.
Yeah, and look, Donovan Mitchell is just one of those guys who's going to turn out a lot like Ja Morant, who's just going to do things that you look at him and you go, man, you're stupid. And the only thing that surprises me less about this fine is Coach saying that he doesn't like to admit when he's been right.
How did this come all the way around back to me? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Although it might be a little bit in my personality. Raphael, I got about 25 seconds for you.
I'm shocked that you don't think NBA watches us. The NFL watches us. WWE watches us. Of course the NBA watches us.
It's amazing how many things we say on these shows that actually happen on the air. It's amazing. Don't tell me it's a coincidence. Don't tell me it's a coincidence. All right, gentlemen, I'm ready to talk a little NBA. I'm really talking about an NBA showcase. Steve Kerr says, hey, the faster pace leading to injuries. I'm saying it's leading to cash tickets. That's what I'm saying. We're back live. Love this day. I love this crew in just 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's Coach. This is Coach and Company, Stadium Valley Sports Live, coming up in about 5 minutes. We will lock it in. If you are not here at the top of the hour, don't even worry about it. We're looking for our 4th straight winning day to beat the books. So we'll have those picks coming up in 5 minutes. But every single night, there is a nationally televised game, and most nights there are 2. Tonight, can't wait for this double dip. So, Mikey, let's start with you, because game number 1, because both games are in East and Central time zones. So we're going to start with the Rockets and the Cavs, and the Fighting Kevin Durant's have been really, really good so far this year for Houston. What do you make of game number 1 tonight? Basically a pick 'em, 1.5's nothing.
I like Cleveland here. They're one of my best bets, but I also like the over. But from a on-court standpoint, Coach, I'm very excited and interested to see how Mr. Alperen Sengun goes up against Evan Mobley. That, to me, we're going to get Donovan Mitchell and Kevin Durant. We all know that. But those who know ball want to see how Sengun and Mobley go head-to-head. That's what I'm most excited for.
What are you excited for, Brandon?
Yeah, I was, Mikey P just stole my thunder because that's where I was going with the Sengun and Mobley thing. But I want to see how Donovan Mitchell plays tonight. I want to see how this Cavaliers team responds to all of this. And I want to see whether or not they can hang with some of the big dogs in the league, because this Cavaliers team at 10-5 needs to keep winning, because this East is really starting to get tight at the top.
All you got to do is go back to a year ago. Home court matters, guys. It absolutely matters. Raphael, your take on this game?
The betting public loves the over. Opened up at 233.5. It's now 235.5. Whoever wins this game because of bench play, the bench is going to provide the winner today, and whoever gets out rebound.
The only thing that scares me about that is that the Rockets have had games where there's been a ton of points that have been scored. But the Cavs, they're so hit and miss when it comes to being a dance partner. They really, really scare me when it comes to the over. Now, game number 2, and you got to remember, when these games are set on TV, they're trying to get the stars on TV. Well, Cooper Flagg was the number 1 pick in the draft. So tonight, Cooper Flagg and his Mavericks get to host the New York Knicks. That, as Tommy C told us earlier in the show, they are not very good on the road. Well, Dallas has not been very good at all, which is why they're getting 5.5. Mikey, your take?
I like the Mavericks to cover in this one. There will be no Jalen Brunson in this game as far as I know. So I think Cooper Flagg has the spotlight on him in this game and breaks out in this game. He's had a good few performances, but nobody was watching those performances. Now his first real test in the national spotlight, I think Cooper Flagg shines, and I think the Mavericks cover.
Brandon?
Yeah, even without Jalen Brunson, I still think that this Knicks team at 60% is better than this Mavericks team at 100%. So I like the Knicks here. Maybe the Mavs cover, maybe it's a tight game, but Knicks on the money line to me is where I'd be at.
They have way too many lulls and lapses, 3 and 4 minutes, Raphael, where they're not scoring, and that allows the other team to get a 10 or 12-point lead. I've seen it so far, and Cooper Flagg at point guard is not the answer. Your take on this one?
Knicks first half, live bet the second half. I think that's the way to go on this one because I can see the Knicks up at halftime and then blowing a lead in the second half. I would say maybe stay away from Dallas. So many rumors with Anthony Davis going to be gone. Who's going to be the new GM? I think a lot of that has to do with power on the team.
All right, so it's Knicks or it is nothing. By the way, Marky Motto from Weekday Wagers, he's in the chat. He says Houston, Cleveland, first half, hammer the over at 112.5. I like that play. Almost every first half this year has gone to the over because you don't have to worry about milking the clock and all that kind of stuff. So thank you, Mark, and you guys can check out JTS if you guys so choose. All right, we got to get our best bets, and we got to give away a piece of merch courtesy of my man, Brandon. It's time to lock it in. All right, 10 seconds or less, 1 or 2 nuggets. It's all that I need. Raphael, let's start with you.
Give me Central Michigan, Kent State first quarter under 10.5 at minus 130. I think you can see a low-scoring game at first, and the second half is when we're going to see a lot of points. And then give me the Blazers team total over 120.5. If you like scoring, this is your game tonight between the Bulls and Blazers. Bulls defense is giving up 129 points their last 6 games.
Let's stay with that game and the synergy in it. Brandon, go.
Let's go Bulls and Blazers total over 243.5 at minus 110. I love that number. Both of these teams score at a pretty good clip. Let's go to the ice. David Pastrnak, the best offensive player on the ice against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Over a half a goal at plus 115. And then let's go Sixers money line against Coach's Raptors at plus 105. This is a 1.5 point spread. I think the Sixers are game here.
Well, guess what? We got a piece of merch on the line because if I win with the Raptors, I'm giving away a piece of merch because I think you are wrong. And then I'll take the Bulls team total because I agree with you on this game. Over 122.5. The last 2 games, they've gone north of this number, and they play great on the road. They play great on the road. Now, Big Tommy C's on Cooper Flagg over 15.5 points. Plays a lot better at home. Cooper Flagg over 5.5 rebounds. And then Max Christie over 9.5 points plus 102. Mikey, bring us home.
Give me the Cavaliers. We just talked about them in our NBA showcase. Give me the Cavaliers to get the win over the Houston Rockets on the money line. And then the Charlotte Hornets. Let this be the first and only time we ever hear this. Charlotte Hornets minus 1.5 over the Indiana Pacers. And then in men's college basketball, Alabama, Illinois, 2 top 10 ranked teams. I think they get out hot early and often. Give me the over 183.5.
Absolutely love it. Now, I love a high over in college basketball. Raphael, can you possibly make me a little smarter?
Easy W yesterday. We're going to have an easy one today. The home team has won 8 of Central Michigan's last 9 games. Who's the home team? Akron. What's it now? Plus 9.5 now.
Absolutely love it. Now, quickly, coming up at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have a sit-down, a live interview with a director and the star of this incredible documentary. You want a little tease? Producer man.
What's up, guys? I'm Daniel Cormier, UFC Hall of Famer, 2-time champion, and United States Olympian. I'm here to tell you a real-life story.
Horn John Cena. It's me, Steven. I've been feeling sick the last couple of days, so I have to do this for my bed. But I want to make sure you got this message. Be yourself, and when you're really fond of out, never give up. Because that's been my whole story, and I wanted to say one more thing to you. Okay. Thank you. Because when I had my first brain surgery, which is the whole reason why I'm here, I gave up on life.
You know this guy? That's yours, buddy. That's your little present.
I saw you on YouTube saying never give up, and that saved me. Like, it literally saved me.
Are you kidding me right now? That kid will be with us live in less than 35 minutes. It's called Supercar Saints. James Hergott, the director, little Steven will be joining us live. You guys don't want to miss that. That will be on our BTT YouTube channel. Now, one more piece of business, because Brandon stands on his business. Throughout the show, you guys have been using #Brandon to get on the Wheel of Doom. So, who's going to be our next winner? Producer man, let's roll it. Oh, where is it going to stop? I see Big Cheesy. There it goes. And the winner is... Please don't let it be Big Cheesy. Please don't let it be Big Cheesy.
Please be Kim. Please be Kim. Please be Kim.
Oh. Who is it? Oh, that's a new name, I believe. All right. Can't read it because my eyes are horrible, but hopefully you guys can. We'll put the email up there. I need you. Ascoin and Bullion is apparently what it's got. Ascoin and Bullion. Email producer man, and we'll get you your choice. But he'll handle that. And Brandon, I can't wait for my Venmo just to pop up, big dog. Thank you on behalf of the nation. Oh,
look, I texted Raphael. I was 7-0. I finished 7-1 that day.
Hey, it's okay. 7-1, and everybody wins. Producer man, I can't listen to Brand anymore. I need my one shot. There's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My entire team. Damn it. I love this hour so much. Mikey P, Brandon, Raphael, Big Tommy C, and producer man behind the scenes. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. If you're watching us live, join us 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. You don't want to miss the conversation. We are live right now on Stadium and Bally Sports Live. Have a great day.